Brothers, goalless here against Newport County in the second round of the Emirates FA Cup. I guess at times a couple of inches away from being through to the third.
That's exactly it. How it was goalless, I don't know. You know, we've had praise and compliments from the opposition tonight, the opposition manager, and you know, and a few of their lads have been saying that they couldn't believe we didn't score. But I think it was just misfortune tonight. I think their goalie was inspired, if I'm honest. Some of the saves he pulled off were different class, and on a different day, I think they're the fine margins that go our way. You know, I don't think there was a problem in the final ball. I don't think there was a problem with the strikes for the shots. I think Bev's has done everything he could in chipping the keeper. The lads made a great clearance. I think Granty's chance in the first half where the keeper's at the strongest palm I've ever seen. You know, and then the one off the line in the second half. It's one of those nights where you can't quite place how it's happened, but you know it's disappointing. You know, but it's reality, so we've just got to kick on now and go into the second leg full of confidence.
Fourth in League Two against fourth in the National League, but there was very little difference in quality tonight, wasn't there? I
think that's what the FA Cup does, but you know, in my opinion, I don't think there's a great deal of difference between the two levels. I think the top end of the conference could easily go and compete in League Two. You know, Newport would probably argue that we raise our levels, and you know that's maybe beyond us, but I don't feel it is. I think that's sort of where our levels have been at all season. Newport are a good side. They're obviously doing really well in League Two, and I think it was two good teams, two good informed teams going at it, and I thought it was an entertaining game. I thought we were unlucky not to win it.
There's a lot of history between Wrexham and Newport. You can tell there's that undercurrent of a bit of a derby, two Welsh sides, and the latest instalment seemed, in terms of that atmosphere, a great game to play in.
Yeah, it was unbelievable from minute one. As soon as the warm-up, the reception we got from our fans coming out for the warm-up, I just knew it was going to be a special night. You know, the singing throughout the game was unbelievable, and it's those occasions that live in the memory. You know, this is, you know, to me, this is the best club I play for, and it's nights like that that confirm why it's the best club I play for, because that atmosphere is, you're not getting that atmosphere at many clubs, and you know, that's many clubs up until the Championship probably. It's unbelievable, and it's, you know, it's an absolute privilege to go and play in front of that.
We go to a replay, perhaps not an ideal situation, but a really good opportunity for us to progress and go through to that third round, isn't it?
That's it. You know, obviously tonight we'll reflect on it and we'll probably be a little bit disappointed, but as you say, you know, the draw will be Monday, I think. You know, we'll get to see who the potential opposition could be, and that's probably when we're going to get the focus back again, and that's when we get the confidence and the belief back, you know, that we want that big tie, or we want that, you know, that achievable draw where we can get into the after the next round again. You know, we've got a good group of lads where we believe in ourselves, and that's exactly where our heads will be. You know, by Monday we'll be back on it, thinking, you know, the opportunities that could lie ahead again.
Stress the word potential, but you mentioned the draw. Anyone you fancy? Anyone that would really get you?
To be honest, my dreams to play at Anfield. I'd love Liverpool away. You know, I'm not taking anything for granted because Newport are going to be a really tough opposition. You know, but for me, the ultimate would be to play at Liverpool. Yeah, I'd probably be sub on that day as well.
Got to mention it, of course. Graham Barrow was in the dugout today, taking the side with Yossi and Carl. It's been a difficult day, bit of turmoil here, but. Yeah, what's it been like for you and the players?
To be honest, it was we got told this morning, you know, that obviously the situation was developing and that the gaffer might not be here. But I've said it earlier, that as footballers, you live in the here and now. The here and now for us was tonight's game. You know, we can't really focus on external factors. You know, the manager and the board, and you know, Shrewsbury board have obviously got their stuff going on, and you know, that's not something those players can affect, so we just can focus on what we can affect, and what we could affect tonight was the game and the performance, and I thought we really got behind each other, and we put on a good performance, I felt, and one that probably deserved the win. You know, so I thought the response from us as lads and from the staff, you know, Graham, UC, Darlow, you know, everyone, I thought they really pulled together, and you know, we produced a performance to be proud of.
Yeah, pulling together was certainly exceed something. Well, you could see that on the pitch. When you look at the characters in the dressing room, it's difficult, isn't it, to break those sort of characters. They are so strong and prevalent, and you can see that on the pitch, couldn't you?
That's it. You know, we've got great characters in the group. We've got different characters. You know, lads that are, you know, full of steel, and then lads that, you know, a little bit jovial and stuff. And it's a lovely mix in there, but. I just think we're an experienced bunch. You know, we've all gone through similar things in the past, and you know, certainly at this club, you know, it was similar things with Dean Keats. You know, before we played Woking away last year, and you know, I think it's a credit to the lads that you know, obviously I don't know the full situation or how it's developing and, you know, how it's going to materialise, but it's credit to the lads that, you know, this could potentially be the second manager that's gone on to managing League One now, and, you know, I think that comes from our performances and, you know, how we apply ourselves week in, week out, and, you know, I think if we have a little look at it, it's a backhand compliment to us that, you know, people are taking note of the managers here, and, you know, they're getting opportunities and the higher reaches the game.
No matter with the managerial situation, no matter with the FA Cup draw, it's back to the bread and butter, isn't it? Next week, you're Eastleigh in the National League here at the racecourse, and another opportunity to push on, haven't you?
That's exactly it. You know, we want to, you know, put a little halt to this. You know, we've gone 2 games now without a win. We want to put a halt to that, but that's always on our mind. The league, you know, this is the icing on the cake. These are the cherries on top. It's not our bread and butter, and it won't define our seasons. Cup runs, you know, they make special memories, and, you know, it can be days out for the lads that, you know, they can talk about with the mates and years to come and stuff, but we want to be remembered as a group, as a team that gets Wrexham out of this league. You know, we give everything every day to make sure that happens, and that's where our focus is always, and that's where our bread and butter is. We want to go and create those memories of promotions, and, you know, we're getting the club where it deserves to be.
Cheers, Paul.
No, not a problem.